Hello. Want to send out love and compassion to anybody out there who's experiencing suffering. Also, want to send out gratitude. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I wanted to touch upon this Buddhist concept of wise giving. There's a word. It's dana. It's spelled like Dana, D-A-N-A, but it's dana. And basically, the idea behind it is if we give, that we should do it freely from our hearts, with no expectation of anything in return. And that it's not about the amount, and it's not really about how much or where or how it goes. It's just about the intent and the idea of giving, and that action itself is a way of cultivating compassion, and whether it's your time or your energy or money, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's the giving part that matters, because you're showing compassion. So cultivating that practice is it's a good thing. It's a good feeling. It's a good thing when lots of people feel like giving. And for better or worse, there are a lot of opportunities, it seems, in the world to give. I think maybe, unfortunately, we've created a lot of incentives and guidelines and things like that to encourage people to give. And I think even though the intentions behind that a lot of times are good, unfortunately, the guidelines kind of create sort of stress and around people, and they complicate things. So I guess maybe my point is sort of like, in situations like there's in the spiritual worlds, they have a tithing thing. I guess that's in Christianity or other religions. Like a certain amount of your money goes towards the church or religious group, and so, as long as you're doing that, you're okay. And so it kind of takes it away from the whole idea that like giving can kind of be just something that you do on a really small, regular basis, and then when everybody's kind of doing that, it's like there's no need to kind of keep track of that kind of stuff. That it eventually everybody's, stuff, people take care of each other, and that's ultimately the goal. So I know that it sounds a little bit lofty, but I don't think we've really had an opportunity to kind of employ that that kind of mindset, because I think a lot of people, we get caught up in sort of more like the numbers, or maybe the conditions, or the efficiency of it all. And I think the most efficient kind of idea would clearly be if everybody was comfortable with giving of their time and resources. If it was a way of life, for us, more than sort of like, some kind of special thing, which I have to say, the world feels like it's moving in that direction. And we see it with all of the opportunities now to give. An example from my life, going to the store, you go there and sometimes when you're checking out, they give you an opportunity to give to a charitable contribution, to just round up or to pay a small amount. And that's like an amazing thing. Like, that's a great thing. Now, I have to be honest, when those things were first starting to kind of come out, I saw them as very kind of anxiety provoking. Like, I thought, oh, I wasn't quite ready for this. Like, how do I know for sure if this money's going the right place? Like, how much should I give? I don't want to look like a cheapskate. There's somebody in front of me, or I don't want to look like in front of this person. Like, I feel like I'm being guilted into it. Like, I don't like that. I like to give on my own terms and this and that. And then I just kind of stopped and realized, it's just like, if I can employ this true, concept of dana, of giving, that I would just let go of all of that. And if I want to give, then I can give. And if I don't, I don't. And it doesn't really matter, except for the fact that the more I do give freely without thinking about all of that stuff, the more I realize it is a good feeling. It feels good. And if you can kind of cultivate that around yourself, it's a wonderful thing. So just something maybe to consider and try to cultivate that practice of dana, of giving, for all ways that you give. Okay, so I'm going to sing this song. This is a tune called "Drink the Blood." It's a tune that I do with a group of great guys. We're called Broken Heart Syndrome. So, okay. Well, you sipped the bog straight through a straw with your heels 6 inches off the floor. You kicked the gong, you ran the race, you blew your shit up in their face. Then you kissed their ass some more. So you blame all of your nightmares, your precious nightmares, on all their dreams, to give birth to a lie neath the bird-cage sky is not the same as knowing what it means. And it feels just like you want it more than anybody could. You drank the blood, you took the money, you tipped your hat to taste the honey. Now it's time to pay the bill. So you swallow all their lessons with ugly bottles of pretty pills. So your fans flip out when you showed some doubt about knowing the shepherd of the hill. fly, blind your new third eye, like a kiss, just looking for a lie. And your gravy boat got stuck in the moat. All that rowing just spoiled your appetite. And that 30-acre driveway paved with the bodies of all your kills will preserve your spot in the family plot. But for now, that wind just gives you a chill. Love you until we meet again.